Hello, Level Up Academy listeners. This is your host, Dr. Leland. Welcome to Community Voices. Every Wednesday, we at Level Up Academy, and I said we because there's a lot of us, we are here to what? Elevate and amplify our community members' voices. Today, we are graced by none other than the founder of Hounds of Business Community. And our topic is community empowerment. How do you do it? We're going to talk about that because most people, when they have their own community, they're pretty stuck with their own community and they don't collaborate with others, right? Mike is not like that. He literally collaborate with a lot of people and a lot of communities. And we want to know why, how, all the juicy details. Let's see if he's willing to share today. We'll see. And of course, Level Up Academy, we have our own community. Our community is literally right now strong on authors and publishing. That's our really strong community, right? But also, we have communities really for 50 inspirational connections. We did 50 last year. We're doing 50 this year. It's an amazing community. There's a lot of people out there that are jealous and, catty and all this. Listen, it's okay. Keep that to yourself. Keep it to yourself in your head. We don't have room for negativity right now. When you are negative, you need to not voice every single thoughts in your head that's negative publicly. Keep it to yourself and keep it to the core group. You have to have core group and vent there because these core group of people should be vetted that can hold you to the fire when you are out of line. And you won't take that really like, oh my God, they're just trying to pull me down. You know that they have your back and that if they tell you, CJ, you're a little bit on the nut side. You want to put your feet on the ground a little bit. We love you, but this is out of control, right? You need someone who truly have your back, who truly care for you, not for what you can do for them, but what you as a person can bring to the table of friendship. I am every day reminded of what friendship is all about. I don't have that many friends that I let into my circle because I've been constantly hurt. I've been constantly feel like there's no way I can have any friends that I can truly trust my true feelings. The judgment, the cattiness, the competition that's out of line, right? The hot and cold, the passive aggressive, right? All of those is part of community. That's what we're going to talk about today, right? We're going to talk about the reality of communities. It's not always shining and gems and amazing. There's always that. But we are within those pain. We're going to turn that pain into purpose. That is part of community building. What is your purpose? What is your why? Right? So, Mike, this is going to be our topic today. And, okay, Level Up Academy and HOB actually have something cooking for you if you're watching today. We actually are offering people to be an ambassador for HOB, working closely with Level Up and HOB. So let's get started. Are you guys ready? I don't know if you're ready, man. I don't know. We'll see. Here it is. So I actually wanted to share this one as well for you. Are you a curious student, eager to learn new skills and make your mark in the world? Or are you a professional seeking to advance your career and unlock your full potential? You need to be equipped with effective soft skills like communication, problem solving, teamwork, and more. The Level Up Academy by Doc Leland bridges the gap between education and employment through transferable skills training. Get the soft skills you need to be more effective at work. That's right. Soft skills, people, right? These are for executive people, employers looking for leveling up their employee to take on that managerial role, but you don't have time to train them what the soft skills they need. Come talk to me. I got you. All right. So, author's call, right? This is your couple weeks chance. Literally, you have exactly about 2 weeks left, right? And once it goes, it goes. And basically, this is for people who are challenging the status quo, wanting to help the community from their own experiences, but don't know how to do it massively. And then ever dream of writing, but you're scared of judgment that, oh my gosh, I can't write. I don't even know grammar. I can't even find the period or when to put the comma and the semicolon and the colon and the dashes. Why worry about those things? Let us worry about those. What you need to worry is, are you ready? Here's your chance to write with us. We actually create a live Zoom and teach you all the things that you need to do. If you are saying, I want to do it, but I don't know what my topic is, I got you. Well, how do you do this? We're going to do it together. Ask every single author that we have done books with, and you will know we won't let you go until you feel really good about what you're writing. Right? But this opportunity come knocking once and it's done, just like Beyond Boundaries, right? We got that book out in a month and a half, and guess what? We were at Target, right? I'm going to see if we can get into Walmart too. I mean, why not? We're already in Amazon. I'm not going to try to do it on Powell's. I am working. I am hustling for all of my authors to be in that massive, massive, massive map that you are the authority. This is your differentiator. The difference between our anthology, our means you, Susanna, myself, is that we have a built-in marketing. If you guys don't know, I have my own press room. I have my own podcast. I have my own TV show. I have my own live stream. I have my own publishing. CJ, how do you do it? I have ADHD. That's my shortcut version of that. By the way, this right here, 50 Inspirational Connections, we have started our recording of your videos already. So congratulations. This is sponsored by Level Up Academy, not LinkedIn. This is my choice to choose my community who apply to be 50 Inspirational Connections. And I am always looking for soul-hearted. And look at this. I know these are only like 6 authors and Jacqueline's friends, but we're gonna make this happen everywhere. I swear. That's what I'm aiming for. Okay. Hello, everybody. Okay, so Level Up Academy version 2. This is our magazine. This will come out again in September. This is my version 1. This is my version 2. And if you guys already don't know, they are already out. We can do a physical one and also a online. Who's that beautiful lady? Soul-hearted. I write for them because I know I actually will ask you a question. Look who's in here. Spiffy and all. That's right, Annie. I'm actually, look at that. Look at him having his own wings and all. He looks so serious. We're going to have to do another one that's not so serious. Look at that, right? I know. I am just like going crazy. So what I really love, look at my sister. She's so pretty. What I actually love is I have Geraldine Thomas, who wants to have 1 million women LinkedIn together. By the way, the 23rd of this month. When is that? Next week, Tuesday, I have a all women podcast circuit meeting only. All women podcast circuit. If you are thinking of having a podcast, this is not for you. That means I need someone who already has an existing podcast. This is solely for women. If you are in HOB, we have our own podcast circuit. I'm going to put the meeting out by next month, guys. Okay. Rochelle from Canada is also here. I love her and I love her amazing values and character. Dina, my dragon sister. I love dragons, guys, if you just didn't know it. I actually want to have a tattoo in my entire back of dragons, but it has to have like green eyes because that is the dragon of education, right? There's nobody else out there who loves homework more than I do. It's kind of crazy. Um, this right here, Candyland, is a business owner. His name is Jason Lim. He actually is. I went to a theater. He's on the movie theater. And he actually owns Candyland right there in Escondido. And so he's going to be on YouTube featured soon, actually, with Rochelle and Dina. This feature right here, magazine, most of the time you just go into magazine. It's my birthday month. So I feel like more giving, right? So on this magazine, I actually have most of them, or if not all of them, will have their own TV show to get to know them and what they do for our community. We can never have enough people, right? So that's what's happening there. And then we have a book club. So Sana and I are our book club. And literally our book club is not just like any other books. It's not just writing. If you want to know learn how to do live stream, podcasting, marketing, branding, writing, publishing, that's the classes that we're taking in with Level Up Academy. And also, we're going to show you how to use prompt on ChatGPT, on streamlining your process. We're going to have free Canva classes in it as well. We're also going to have software for writing, meaning what software do I use for writing? And a lot of Zoom networking so that you can learn how to build your own amazing business. So enough talking. Oh, I have 2 more minutes, but enough talking for now. I will have my brother here because we have a lot to talk about, right? We have a lot to talk about, and I want to squeeze as much as I can from this bro from another mister. Okay. Are you guys ready? Here's my Miss Universe. Oh, Mr. Universe today. You're on mute.
It's probably a good thing. I said I'll be that. I've been practicing just for you. Okay. Scale of 1 to 10, comment. Hey, how pretty is it?
Right? This is Princess Place, Mike. This is Princess Place. So you're gonna play Princess today.
Well, that and my girls. You don't think I get my hair done all the time when I'm taking a nap or something? Like, yeah, I'm used to it. I might as well just go ahead and paint my own nails. Yeah.
That's funny. Hi, Muhammad. Muhammad, I haven't seen you in a while. And so welcome back to our YouTube channel. And of course, my sister. I'm trying to match. We're always trying to match, like me and Susanna always trying to match our nail color. And she's like, what color should I do? She's always like red and pink and glitter. I said, do Tiffany blue. She's like, huh? What is that? And so she did it yesterday. I'm like, oh, I suck. I need to go to the salon and get Tiffany blue. So we'll match again.
Yeah.
Are you going to do Tiffany blue?
No, there's just light blue, dark blue, and kind of blue. Like, I didn't know there was like, you should have saw me when the box of crayons came out. They had like 500. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, what? That's a lot. I can't handle this. It's too much.
Dude, I got like 3 colors. I'm Charlie Brown, like that's what keeps it simple.
That's funny. So
say thank you. Thank you, you Level Up Academy, all the support, the anthologies. You make things so affordable and accessible to people who otherwise couldn't have it. Right. And it's just amazing. It's high value, high class stuff, that you just do because you're a good person. And I love it. I can't thank you enough. All the folks in the comments, those who couldn't make it, watching the replay, daggum, man, we are just so blessed beyond measure. Can't thank you enough. You're a rock star.
Yes. Thank you so much, Kelly, Susanna, Mohammed, for coming in, right? Good night, Susanna. Oh, yeah. Maybe it's night from them. I'm like, wait, it's just morning for us. Hi, Royce. Welcome. All right. Right. Welcome. So I have a question. This is my first question. Okay. Because since you've been here, there's about almost 400 people watching us live on YouTube right now. Thank you, my
No
people, for
pressure.
coming. No pressure. We're gonna try
No
to hit
pressure.
1,000. Let's see if they like our conversation, Mike.
Let's do it.
First thing is first, right? I was talking at the very beginning of like, being a leader in a community is really hard because it's not just like you show up and then everyone just does their own thing and then everyone's happy. There's always some type of adversity within the community. So I'm going to share mine, but I want you to share what are some of the things that you have seen in the last 2 years that you could provide somebody who just started their community? What are some of the tips that you would provide?
Great question. And wouldn't it be nice if that's all you had to do? I guess there would be no opportunity. I mean, I'm glad it's hard. I'm glad it's challenging. And the fact is, most people won't go the distance. And I think that's part of it. So to answer your question, there's too many options right now. But if I could go back and say, what would I do better in the very beginning? You know, the best tip I can give is to know your values, understand yourself, right? Really hammer that out. And sometimes that takes time. So it's kind of saying, well, know your values, but how are you supposed to know that until you go out there and test them out, right? And explore. So the only thing I would say is, really try to operate from that deep desire, that passion, and be very clear as you can. That'll change, it'll evolve, but be very clear of what you are, who you are, and what you stand for. So, long story short, there's no shortage of a sea of tumbleweeds out here. Almost everything is a tumbleweed. It just blows around. It chases this direction, this money, that money. And I'm telling you, there's no substitute, no AI replacement for being an oak tree. So when other people blow this way, that way, you deepen your roots and you solidify yourself with each experience, with each learning lesson. And honestly, take personal responsibility. Those two combined. Hey, who am I? Who are others? And clearly define it every day and take personal responsibility. People do things and things happen. It's sociology, it's human nature. I'm one of them. People are crazy and I'm one of them, right? So you just have to temper that and say, listen, this is what I stand for. And if something's going on in my community, in my life, in my business, what am I doing? Because I don't have to let it be here, right? And that's why you and I get along, because we're always taking that responsibility. Say, how do we level up? How do we get better? What system needs to be fixed, right? What needs to be done here? And then you do the hard work. And it's not always popular, but you and I keep that out of the way because what we want to spotlight is the positivity, the mission, the life-changing things that you and I are doing together in both our communities, separate and together. That's what keeps me going. I'm like, hey, I'm willing to do the hard stuff. I'm willing to do stuff I might not like because this is not going to change lives if I don't, right? And I think that's really the key. If you really look behind that curtain, like Wizard of Oz, there's a lot behind the scenes. So next time you meet a community leader, tell them thank you because you have no idea what they deal with on the daily, right? And they do it for you
Yeah. For free. What the frick?
for
That's why
free.
when people
Most
complain about me, like, CJ, you misspelled this. Great. Why didn't you try to tell me like at the very beginning? Why are you telling me now? Dude,
yeah.
my finger and my brain does not align. My brain, like there's 7 CJs in my head. And whoever CJ's typing, it could be number 3 CJ. My number 4 is already moved on. Like, bye. Right? It's like,
7?
yeah, there's 7 CJs
It's
in my
like
head.
50 redneck monkeys in here, just all fighting and
Oh
tampering.
no,
Yes.
only 7. One is equivalent to 100. Literally, it's crazy. I don't even know how I say married 21 years. Quite honestly, like I don't know. My
Well,
poor husband.
that's interesting because I've been married. I forgot, I lost count. 19 years or together for over 20. And I think again, these values, that's what keeps you. I mean, that's why you can grow your community through adversity and challenges. And it's just there's soft skills and values that just really make the difference. I think that you said it all. I'm sorry, I'm taking your show because I think every mountain's my mountain.
No,
Go ahead.
this is your show. I mean, this when I have somebody here, it's not my show, it's their show. Lewis, I'm actually going to put it on levelupwithdoc.com. Oh, guys, for 30 of you, thank you so much for being patient. I got 5 complaints yesterday. Dr. Leland, your calendar's not open until October. You need to open up. I was like, I'm sorry, that's all I got. So I feel you. I feel you. For those of you who canceled and now complaining that you can't come back in, I'm sorry. It's a system. Like literally, I'm very structured. So on the 27th, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, I have an open coffee chat. So basically, what it means is you don't need an agenda, nothing. Just come in. It is at 9 a.m. PST. So if you want to talk to me, and you're like, I hate your calendar, I can't talk to you until October, this is your chance. I'm going to see and try who's going to come in. All you got to do is type LUA, Lua, BY, B as in boy, Lua by doc.com. Okay. That's Level Up Academy by docleland.com, but it's just Lua by doc.com. You know, when you say google.com, just put Lua by doc.com. You'll get into my Zoom room. It's a private room. If you can't get in, we might have maxed out to 100, but more likely no one's going to show up at 100. We'll be fine. Come in on the 27th at 9 because I felt bad. I got like 5 DMs of exactly the same thing. I'm like, did you guys have a meeting, complaint session for my calendar? What is happening here? So, Lewis, I'm going to put that link at levelupwithdoc.com on where you can buy these magazines, okay, for physical copy. So, Mike, the next question is, how do you handle petty gossip in your community?
Like I would cancer, I cut it out immediately. I don't, and again, it's hard because, you know, when you're in community and you're heart centered, high level, and you like people and you're in the service industry, a lot of us are very empathic, if not people pleasers, or something that goes on. We're kind of on that scale, right? When you look at personalities, and so I think it's just over time you learn this stuff. And if you're wise, you try to learn from other people who screwed it up before you, right? And so the combination, and that's why I like talking to you and a few other leaders that I respect, is to say, hey, how did you respond to this? How do you fix this? But honestly, it's two things. It's unwavering action tempered by compassion. So it's clearly defined. It's in the guidelines, right? We put it in writing. Well, we also put it. That's funny, we also put it in action. And so it's just a culture. You don't have to read it, but it's there, right? It's like work, right? Like nobody reads the manuals at work, but it's there in case you need it. But I think it's just when you get enough people doing this, it makes it easy to self-select. When you put in, like, when you join the hounds, most of the time it has to come from somebody, in the pack who has credibility, right? That we know. And then they go through a process where they go through our webinar, they go through an application, we go through a trial basis. So we're being very smart from the beginning. But sometimes it happens, and I just really think that I spell all that out from the very beginning in my webinar, so it's never a mystery. It's like, well, what happened here? And then I make fun of it sometimes, right? So sometimes, like, I say, hey, we're positive gossip. Like, we went behind your back and start talking about you so we can surprise you on your birthday, right? Like, that's the kind of positive gossip. If we ever talk about someone behind their back, it's got to be in their best interest. It's like, hey, this person had an issue, they're not growing, they're really down, and I'm only telling you or another leader to figure out how we can rally around them, right? See, that's not gossip. That's the opposite of gossip. And I just
Leveled
and
up
I let people know.
communication. That's what we're trying to do. Like, we're the best cheerleader. Look,
Yeah.
guys, I have a dragon. It's not green though, it's purple. But I'm not kidding you. When I say I love dragons, I love dragons, right? In Chinese, I'm part Chinese. That's my last name before I got married is Chua, in case you didn't know.
Really?
Um, yeah, Leo, that's funny. Can we have you as a mascot, like House of Dragons leveled up style?
That's
Okay,
funny.
so can I ask you, who is your leaders right now? Who are the leaders at the Hounds of Business?
Right now it's me, and then I've got other people, and we're restructuring right now. So there's you, because you have Level Up, you bring the publicity hub, you bring a lot to the table with this. Christine Bell right now, she heads the networking, and as we're going to unveil soon, we're trying to mix it up, right? Like, I know where you're getting, so I don't spill the beans or spoil the party, but we're redneck Camelot. That's really the basic way I describe the hounds, right? We want people to come in, and it doesn't matter if you're a day old or 10 years old. You can come in and do the things that, we call the plays like a coach and a quarterback. We're the football coach. Hey, run these plays. And anybody who run those plays gets the kudos, right? You get the advantage. If you have to sit out, that's okay. Life happens. Maybe you got other priorities. When you come into the hounds and you're like, oh, it's all about the hounds. You're excited. You're mixing it up. And then guess what happens? You start to get business. That's the point, right? So you're meeting people, you're leveling up, you're getting business, and then you can't do as much. That's okay. That's the point. But
Yeah.
now it's time for other folks to repeat that cycle. And then here's the kicker. You don't just leave and forget about everybody who helped you get there, right? You lean back and you pull them with you. And I think that's what I'm so excited about this next wave is we're just getting more intentional as we grow like weeds, man. We just have to make sure the structure keeps that organism of who we are, because we were born. We weren't created. We were just born. We were born out of people just wanting something that they haven't seen before. And now the structure has to support who we are as a community organism. It can't kill it. And so that's why I love partnering with you, because I mean, you got what, 600 doctor degrees in this stuff too, and practical advice and experience. So when you
Well, I
said that,
don't
I
know
was like,
why you
let's
said
do it.
yes to me. I said, Mike's like, here's my issue and da 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 da. What's going on? I'm like, okay, I have an idea. And Mike's like, okay. I'm like, did you just say okay? Are you sure? Like, you're ready for this? And Mike's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, we have networking and HOB. People are like, what is HOB? What's the benefit? Here's the thing, guys. When you belong in a community, you don't sit there. Like, for example, okay, let's say you go in the restaurant. You go in a restaurant because you're hungry. Duh. Why would you go there just to sit? Well, okay, sometimes you just sit there and get some water and coffee. But you go there for a purpose, right? You belong to whatever. Doesn't matter what you're doing. You're hungry at this moment. Nothing matters. You go in a restaurant, you want to what? When you sit there, you want to order. What do you want to order? Whatever you like. When you belong to a community, you don't just sit there. It's hounds of business. It is for business. What do? You don't sit there like, how come no one's saying hi to me? How come I'm not in the publicity? How come, dude? Do you ask the people saying, how come I don't have any food? How come I don't
Right.
have any drink? How come you didn't bring me whatever that person is doing over there? He's eating really good. You know what the lady would say? Ma'am, you didn't order. Exactly the same thing. When you belong to any community, you got to order.
Absolutely.
Our order of business is for you to what? To get there, to get to know them, to have your own whatevers, to engage in our live show. That's why I'm trying to do a podcast circuit for HOB, because when you have an event, we got to be there for you. But you can't be this person that just puts your event in there and you don't go to any of other people's event and you expect us to reciprocate. I do not play that game. We are all busy. We don't want you to be on 100 shows, but we
No.
want to see you that you're still on some of these shows. And we're always watching. Just because we're not saying nothing doesn't mean we're not watching. I'm just saying. Look, 1,000 mics say hi,
Oh,
YouTube.
hey,
I love a
I had 1,000
conversation.
level. It's like we got to find a catchy word, like like Hulkamaniacs, like level up maniacs. We got to figure out something cute.
Oh
Uh,
my God.
hey,
Expectations so high because the problems and struggles are strong. Changing mindset is very difficult as a leader. So true. But we don't want to control people because we can't control them. We only provide information and guidance, and it's really up to you to pick it up.
may I comment on that? What you just said in that comment? It it's an ecosystem. That it's not a it's you call the play, you put a spotlight, and you celebrate what is in line with our mission, our values, and where we're going. That's what you don't worry about explaining or manipulating or convincing and all that stuff. That you just want to spotlight, hey, this is who we are and this is what we do. So anytime you want to get involved, just do this, right? And I think that's the key. It's profitable reciprocity. And I say this, I won't burn all this time, but what makes the Hounds unique and special, I mean, look at who we're rolling with. Man, we got Stephen Jane Lowe, Bob Berg. When we just, but they're not better than us. They reach back and they pull with us, and it's amazing. But you have to put skin in the game, and you don't have to. But if you want to win here, if you want to make money here, if you want to get involved with this massive cross promotions that's going across the board with high level people, yeah, I would love for you to jump on board, right? But we're not dragging anybody to success. Like we had talked about, like we're just say, hey, we're driving this bus. Whoever wants to get on this bus, make this bus better, you know, all on board. But you have to have the right heart attitude. I'll take somebody with the right heart attitude any day they could be slow and the most aggravating person to train. I'll take a busload of them any day over the brightest people who just don't have that winning heart, that spirit, that reciprocity, that integrity. It's the that's what matters to me. And we have proven that success in 2 years. And it's amazing.
I know. Somebody asked, "Hey,
Okay.
how long have you known Mike?" Let's just say I'm the oldest. I think I'm the oldest OG hounds here since 2022. Yeah, we'll
Oh,
just say that.
wait a minute. That John Spiesman might get you, but as far as like active leaders and things like that, you might be. You have to be at this point. Yeah. And the new wave. And again, I always joke in my group calls. I say seniority don't mean I'll be nice. I'll censor myself. But seniority doesn't mean anything to me. I mean, look at Jackie Olmstead. She came in 1 week, was on Mother's Day show, and I love that. She was. I said, hey, go do this, go do that. Well, she did it. Boom. And that was intentional because I said that I'm a man of my word as much as possible. Right. I make mistakes, but and I also wanted to other people well, what about me? Yeah, do that. Right? Like,
Yeah, we
I
don't
want people
see.
to win.
For me, seniority means a lot to me of loyalty. I have people who've been with me for a while but don't do crap. So,
Right.
right? So, yeah, seniority means a lot to me that you have been friends for this long and that you do good for your community. That's all I've asked. Always have asked is that. Seniority for me is not because we've known each other that I'm going to favor you more. I'm going to favor you more if we've known each other and you're actually consistently supporting me. That I will
Yeah.
go for, right? Your
No,
loyalty means a lot. I just want to put it out
absolutely.
there because this is bugging the crap out of me. I almost curse. Oh my God, YouTube's going to kick my butt. Oh, I'm so irritated. So people actually are always something to say, right? Like when you're doing something good for the community, they're always looking out for what you do wrong instead of what you do right. Can we just focus on what is happening in our community? Can we just focus on we are changing slowly that small needle? 50 inspirational connections is the second year, guys. Second year, right? So stop being catty. Get a life, literally. Okay, 50 inspirational connection. If you're not in it, it's not because you're not good enough. I already said this. It's because I didn't see your passion exudes yet, right? I see you kind of talking, but I'm a doer. I don't care for people who talk
Right.
about this and that and this and that, and I don't see anything. Give me proof. And proof means I can see proof in any of your social media that you're actually doing something for the community, not just talking about it, right? Because anybody can talk. And Miguel, I'm not in that WhatsApp group. I'm not the cool kids either. It's okay. We're gonna join that. Before you say anything, I want to go jump in because we're halfway through the mark.
Right.
For the second wave that Mike is talking about. So it's me, Mike, and Christine Bell right now that is doing the hounds. But we want the hounds. Okay, first of all, it's community, hounds of business, but it's a community. So part of being a community member is to be proud of your community. What are we doing at Hounds of Business that's different than other community? We turn our pain into purpose. We turn our pain into purpose. We are a community of people who understands how people make us feel bad. But despite of that feelings of rejection, the constant cattiness, the constant back and forth, whatever, we thrive. We don't survive. We thrive. We move beyond the boxes and shine. Right. Speaking of moving beyond boxes, 11 a.m. today, Susanna's have a show. So, Mike, I'm gonna take our faces off right now, in here, not physically, okay, to actually show people what we're cooking right now. I'm
Hey, real quick,
very excited about this. Go ahead.
if I may, what you said earlier, and again, my glass house is so thin you can't throw a paper clip. So never take what I say as judgment or anything. It's just, hey, I drove off the bridge 16 times. Don't do that, right? That's my attitude when I say things. But here's the deal. Some eggs that haven't hatched yet. And sometimes it can make you feel like you're missing opportunities. So maybe this last opportunity you didn't get. And here's what I would caution you. Here's something I would wish I had done earlier, to be honest. Don't react, respond. Think about it, control that because what can happen is that you miss out on other opportunities because you responded poorly to one opportunity that you didn't get. So and again, it goes back to the oak tree, right? It's like, hey, this happened, that happened. I'm not here to be popular. I'm not here to get numbers. I am here to attract the strays out there who are looking for home, just like I created one. They're looking for that home. And with that lens, that's why I have the confidence. It's not easy, but I mean, all the day long, if I don't take care of this matter, then this lady who has amazing past, overcome challenges, she wouldn't have opened up about her tragedy. And so you're protecting the ecosystem. So when you're on the other end, I'm just encouraging everybody, hey, just zoom out a little bit, take a break, talk to somebody rationally. Don't ruin future opportunities. That's just I want everybody to win. That's my 2 cents. There you go.
No burning bridges. I get that.
Yeah.
Warren Buffett, when I met
Unless
him
you
when I
have
was 21, I met Warren Buffett in person and basically told me two things. He said, everything you do every single day, think for a moment, and there's only two decisions you have to make. Don't complicate it. And I was like, two decisions? Really? Yeah. Your response to whatever, is it opportunities for growth or is it your limitations? If I respond to Mike right now because I'm pissed of what he said, is this going to cut my opportunity to grow my business with the Hounds of Business? Or is this going to limit me because now he's going to be pissed off of what I said? Same thing for me. If you're going to text me nonsense, helping, not really. You're not really helping the way you, especially the way you say it. I see what you're doing. I play stupid all the time, but don't think I was born yesterday. I see through it more than you know. I just don't respond because it doesn't warrant my energy. My energy is spent better on my author's call, the Rebel Without a Cost book anthology.
Right.
I don't know if I'm going to bring it back to the whole entire Barnes and Nobles again because it does cost money. But if I am blessed again, I will do it. I will do it for my community. We don't have time for that. So two things.
No.
When you react, is it an opportunity for growth or is it limitations for your future? Just think about that. I'm going to show this, Mike. Ready?
Yes, ma'am.
You keep talking. You can still talk.
No, I mean, think about it. You have to have those moments, and I do it all the time. I stop. I don't react like a fish. You ever caught a fish and threw it back, and the same fish bites the same hook? I did that for years. Hell, just react. So here's what I do, and I encourage everybody, no matter where you're at, if you're leading, you're not leading, it doesn't matter. Is this aligned with my values and who I am and want to be? No, it goes, right? Is this going to uplift the mission and push us all forward? No, it goes. Is this going to matter in 5 years or even 5 days? Nope, it goes. And you be gentle about it. You're always being nice, but you have to be definitive. There's no room for wishy-washy. Okay. If you're going to do something that great, your organization, this community, listen, it's only going to grow to the level I'm willing to grow. And once I've realized that, it's been a self-improvement journey like a rocket ship. And that's it. Yet, what can I do to be better? Right? What can I do to support this? What can I do to make a bigger impact? And that's why I love you and Level Up and all the people here, because we all believe that.
Yep.
And if you don't believe it, doesn't make you bad. It just means we're probably not going to work together until that our paths cross again. And I think that
Right.
it's very neutral.
So,
I don't judge
for
you.
those of you who are in HOB, we're looking for 5 ambassadors. That QR code right there, and send me a DM if you need a link, but that QR code right there, take a picture of it, put it in your computer, scan it right now. If you're an HOB, please apply. We're looking for 5 amazing souls. You have to be at least a member for 3 months. And if you're like, hey, I've only been here, I don't know, 1 week, but I'm really excited. You could get vetoed. The only person who could veto you is that camel hat. A camel hat. That guy with a hat right there? Yeah. The other pretty one, that's the one that can veto that. Okay. That's the only guy that can say, okay, I think you're worth having, even though it's only been a week that you've been a member. Right?
Tell them you know
But
a
we
guy.
need
Yeah.
somebody. 3 months. If you've been an HOB for 3 months, you're able to introduce people to us. Show up for engagement. And we mean engagement. So the people who are HOB that who are already here, guys, you're already coming. Come on, let's go. Right? And be a champion for others. And we are going to love to have you. We want you to thrive with us. What I do for HOB is to literally create publicity and engagement. However, that is my business, right? So if you're not engaging with me and you're engaging in HOB and you're like, CJ, I'm like always here on HOB, but you don't ever come to my show. Just like tag me. Hello, invite me, right? Because I am structured. So if you're not on my phone and you're not on my calendar, you ain't it. I'm just saying, because I have so much going on. And I want to make sure that I'm there. Engagement is everything for us. Introducing us to people who you believe. We don't just take anybody. We want somebody who's willing to do the work right now, ready to do business with other people, whatever that means to you. We have so many people in our directory to engage in our community. That's literally, it's not that hard, right? And I created the questions, it's not that hard either. So that is the reveal of what HOB is doing for the community.
Love it. And
Anything
it's no
else you want to
mystery.
add?
It's no mystery. I mean, again, it's not about ego. It's not about keeping structures the same way. What is it about? That and I think when we get lost as leaders, members, people in general, just go back to the basics. Go back to the foundation. What do I why am I doing this? Who do I want to be? What do I want to see happen? Right. And then ask yourself, is what I'm doing who I am, how I'm behaving, my systems in business, are they taking me there? And if the answer is no, which oftentimes it's no to a point, right? You might be 5% that you have to tweak. But my point is the mindset is ask yourself what you're doing, right? So I'm willing to change structure because you have a great structure. The 50 inspirational ambassadors, I saw that. I said, exactly. How do you get people in? How do we get a system in where people can get in, you pay forward, reciprocity, but when they start to grow, they don't feel awkward and we're not losing people. This is a beautiful thing. And this is, again, the most powerful thing you could do as a leader is to say, I don't know. Like I do it all the time. I'm Dr. X. I pulled all you brilliant people in here and I don't have weaknesses. Look at the chat. That's just a
Right.
fraction
So
of what
here's the
you see in the
benefit.
pack.
If you are an HOB and you are part of the ambassador, there is a chance, okay, that you can be plugged into any of my publicity out there. And you're like, who the heck are you, CJ? If you haven't found out yet, just read up, just Google. Just Google. I just found out that I'm on 1,479 syndicated links between the US, California, and the UK. On September, when my Rebel with a Cause, whoever is going to be on Rebel with a Cause, guys, I'm going to put us on the map again. I might pick Australia. I don't know. Whatever I'm feeling that day. I have my own press release room. I can literally go anywhere if I want to. If you want to be in a magazine, I'll give you the ambassador. This is for the ambassador. If you want to be in the magazine for September, this magazine, it's going to be a different one. This is Soul Hearted, different theme. I'll give you a discount just for HOB. If you are an HOB and you want to be in the Rebel with a Cause anthology, you do have a coupon code. You just need to ask Susanna and I what your coupon code. You get $50 off of it, right? And you also will be on TV show. By the way, you're like TV. TV is not free. Every time you're on my TV show on Thursday, you pay $150. Just saying. So if you are in my authors club when you are in anthology, you get in for free. That's it. Right? So like every time you show up, you literally are costing $150. And it's not just my community. There's a TV network community that you're in. My Instagram, okay, is already at 62,000 people in there. 62,000. Okay. My YouTube is gonna actually, I'm actually surprised that my Instagram is increasing more than my YouTube, but my goal at the end of this year is I'm gonna take that to 40,000 more subscribers to 100,000. So if you're not subscribed, is what I'm saying, subscribe. Okay. We will have more details for you in terms of the book club, but that's what you get from HOB. I am partnering with Mike to basically provide amplification and publicity for you. But just you being on the HOB, please, on the publicity hub, please don't have the same time of show as I do. I'm just saying. Or
Or
Mike.
me. Yeah.
Like, come on, guys.
Awkward.
Let's
That's
just
fun.
Right. And I know we're going to have a lot. And that's why I'm going to do the podcast circuit, because I want to make sure that we can maneuver people. We have an audio room also. Literally, I work from Wednesday to Sunday every day. I have a show, whether it's audio or meeting or whatever. Mike and I hustle. I'm sick with a fever. I am on live stream. That's how
Me too.
dedicated I am with my community, because we love our community. But Mike, let me ask you this question: community empowerment. How do you do it?
Real quick, has anybody else noticed that CJ was like 2 foot taller on that promo than me? I saw that. That is the funniest thing ever. Uh, and yeah, that was good. And by the way, I can't help you. It's not about me competing. I can't help you promote your show if I have a show. So yeah, I love that. Like, hey, and we'll make it more structured. And it'd be like me launching my show on CJ and wondering why nobody came. Right? Like, hey, so we'll coordinate. Thank you for that. But community empowerment, again, I think it just goes back to the same parrot stuff I say like a parrot every day. It's you know, it's the who. It's not the what. The what is out there. There's so many degrees and coaching, and there's a surplus of that stuff. So how do you qualify even where to start when you're working with people and you're looking to partner with other communities and leaders? And I tell you where to start. Who is aligned, who is doing things, and I'm observing those things. And I say, wow, that person is either doing what we like to do, what I do, or what I aspire to do. And I look at that and then I engage. If someone has poor character or sees things, I don't judge it, I don't talk, but I observe it. And I say, this just doesn't look like it's aligned. And sometimes in the community, the ego has to go. And so I have some folks do, not too many, but I had some folks come into the pack that just wasn't lined. And here's what I did. I said, you know what? I know the perfect place for you. I walk them to another community where they're a little different, or maybe they like that hunter sales mentality. I'm not judging it. I just say it's not for us, right? So I think just giving people, and the thing about the hounds is that last thing, well, I don't have the resources, I don't have the support, all these things that I agree with you. It's hard to build a business when you start with dirt, right? You have nothing, but now you have those things. So empowerment comes from two things: the resources and the ecosystem, which that's why the hounds exist. But then you have to bring your hard attitude and your hard work into it. That's it. You have to do it. You have to do it. Nobody's going to serve the food and bring it to you. It's a buffet. Go get it yourself, right? And serve
Right.
others from that buffet. And I think that's where profitable reciprocity uh, makes the pack special. We make money
Now,
here.
my question is, people are saying, Mike, we need to define the community's purpose and vision. What is your purpose and vision for HOB?
Let me explain it real quick, but this is important. Someone had said this a long time ago. They said, "Well, how can you be heart centered and all about the money?" And I have said this like a parrot for months, because this is who we are in action. This is the principles, and this is how the pack believes. And I'm just saying this straight from the heart, guys. First of all, I'm not all about the money, right? I love people, and I'll always put people's best interests first. But here's how we as the unit believe, right? My business is an extension of me, right? The more people I help, the measuring stick is earning money. If I help a lot of people, I make a lot of money. If I don't help a lot of people, I don't make much money this month. That's what we're business. So here's the deal. I truly believe in my heart of hearts that the Hounds will be an international resource and business hub and bank like never seen before, plus million strong in 3 years. And this is why hundreds, thousands, and even more than hundreds of thousands. Have you ever seen, ask yourself, and this is real talk, this ain't scripted. There's things I see. There's kids in poverty, there's people sick, caretakers struggling, and it broke my heart. And ask yourself, have I ever seen something that broke my heart? And you would have helped them, but you didn't have the time, money, and freedom to help them. See, I lived the first 40 years that way. So here's why I do this. This is what we stand for. If a lot of heart-centered, high-level professionals, if we had the time, money, and freedom to do those things, where we get to do what we want, when we want, for as long as we want, with whomever we want, we can make a serious dent in things that matter. We can go out there and improve, social justice and food insecurity and equality. That's what the vision of the Hounds. We're going to blow up doing amazing things, so we have the time, money, and freedom to do whatever we want. Because the next time there's an anthology, I'm going to scholarship the whole thing. No one's going to know about it. Who's with me? Yeah, if you are, send me a message, and you belong in this pack.
Yes, yes. For me, Level Up Academy, my vision is to be the Netflix of education. so you can see on TV. And my mission is to level up the world through education. And education doesn't need to be formal. This is education in terms of community. Fostering a sense of belonging. We foster a sense of belonging together. When you belong to a community that has the same vision, which is to take care of people. And I leveled up the word heart centered. I actually leveled it up to soul hearted, hence this magazine. I see people that are saying heart centered, but they're saying it, but they're not doing it. And people are also saying, hey, how could you be heart centered and make money? My heart needs food. Food costs money. I'm just saying, right? That's like the basic foundation of needs from Maslow's hierarchy. There's five, right? So what you need to think about is money is a tool, just like ChatGPT is a tool, just like here is a tool platform, StreamYard and YouTube. It doesn't change you of who you are. It enhances of who you are. The more people that have money, sometimes it actually shows exactly the core character that they have. A lot of people, we all come from flaws. We're all work in progress, but it's not about the destination. It's about the journey together. Mike and I choose our journey to belong to a group of people from HOB, from Level Up Academy, who cares about others and our community and what we're doing for our community. So, any last minute information, Mike, before you have to leave?
Yeah, not really. I just wanted to say thank you. I mean, if you're wanting to know what the pack is all about, this show, this attitude, this reciprocity, you and me always playing this ping pong game of helping each other back and forth. The pack does that. We just have a movement of unbelievableness. There, we don't do sales pitches. We don't have to. That's the thing. They expect us to say we're great. They expect you out there to say you're great. You know what they don't expect? They don't expect hundreds of heart-centered, high-level professionals to run around and say you're awesome. You can't pay for that. You can't buy it at the corner store, right? That happens organically, and that's who we are. I go out there instead of worrying about what I want and how do I get what I want and grow my business. You know what I do? Same thing CJ and all these folks do. I go out there and say, how can I help Dr. New get what she wants? Because when I go out there and help people get what they want, these kind of folks, I get more than I could ever imagine. And that's not a pipe dream. That's a formula, a profitable reciprocity formula in tune of millions, guys. So we're not the hounds of kumbaya, but we love to have fun and get things done. But hey, we have a different style. So reach out to somebody. Don't take my word for it. I can't. I want all the strays out there to find your way home. And thank you for this platform opportunity, guys. I love you all deeply. Seriously, you made my life. It's a dream I'm living right now, and without you, I couldn't. It would just be a hallucination. You have absolutely made this a real deal, and I'm humbled beyond belief. And my allergies are acting up, so you better get me off this show. All right.
I'm just my poor Hello Kitty is like, oh my god, this is so much pressure. I love it. And right now, Mike has to leave because you know why? He actually has a class that he has to deal with. To do amazing things with the community, right? So
Yep.
thank you, Mike, so much. And we hit almost 1,200 actually in this show today. So
Woo!
we appreciate you. That's the Level Up Academy. We always hit about 1,100 to 1,200 in our community here in YouTube, because we are consistently
Amazing,
showing value of what we are talking about. So that is where we at. So bye, Mike. Thank you so much for being here.
amazing. Thank you for all you do. We love you. Be good.
All right. Bye. So, guys, that was an amazing conversation with HOB founder Mike Ashabraner, right? So, the next thing that I want to also talk about is encourage active participation in your community. Your community can do some gamification. That's what I'm going to do with HOB. I'm going to gamify it a little bit to have fun with each other. We are, people are strong in there, people are coming in, but I also see people that are just kind of lurking because they don't know what to do. It's okay, but I encourage you to do active participation. If you just put your publicity link in there, but you're not participating in other people or encouraging active participation, then it's kind of moot, right? Provide resources and support. It doesn't have to cost money. I always provide information and support because I truly want to help you, but you got to help yourself. Facilitate collaboration and networking. Christine Bell is actually doing a lot of networking, so participate in HOB. I'm going to have my own coffee chat open to the public because I felt bad. I literally had 5 DM calendar complaints this morning when I opened my LinkedIn. I was like, I'm so sorry. I feel guilty now. I shouldn't, but I feel guilty. So I was like, I'm going to open up. I'm going to move things around for me. So on the 27th, Lua by doc.com, you are going to be invited to come in for free just to chat. You got 5-10 minutes. We can chat and see what we're doing with our Level Up Academy. If you wanted to know more, it will be an informational. What does the book club is all about? Susanna will be there. Danielle more likely will be there. Not sure yet, but Susanna will be there. We're going to talk about our book club. We're going to talk about our anthology coming up because that's the last weekend you can sign up. Also, we're going to talk about, my partnership with other communities, basically teaching courses there and teaching courses here at Level Up Academy. We have our own book club that we're taking courses and giving courses. Again, we're going to do Canva. We're going to do ChatGPT prompting. We're going to do software and writing. We're going to do marketing, branding on a budget, how to do live streaming, right? So all of these things are going to be in our book club. Leadership and mentorship. Mentorship is everything. That's how we can level up, is someone mentor you and guide you of where you need to be so that someday you can be a mentor and guide somebody else and where they need to be, right? We're going to empower leaders to identify who are we needing to inspire so that we can guide others. We're going to establish that program so that we can promote and support personal and professional growth because it matters to us. We're going to have open communication channels. If the 27th, a lot of people are going to come in and I see value in it, I might open it up once a month for an open public coffee chat forum, right? We're going to build a supportive infrastructure. These are free. There's no fee in it. You just come in, okay? But don't pitch lap. You'll have time where I'm going to say, hey guys, come pitch lap with me, right? I will invite that because we should. We should be proud of what we do, right? But we want to get to know you first a little bit before, like, who you are. Who is CJ? Forget what CJ does, but who is CJ? Once we get to know who CJ is, then you can go ahead and say, this is what I do. So it makes more sense, right? We're going to build that supportive infrastructure so we can have physical, well, it's not really physical, it's an e-meeting, right? So that we can have that space to gather information and talk about what is happening. We're also going to promote empowerment and ownership, shared decision making, what your project is. Maybe you need support. I might not be able to help you, but somebody on that Zoom might be able to help you. I encourage you guys to connect. We can measure and celebrate success together. What is success to you is a different success to me, but we're going to celebrate it through different milestones and achievements so we can boost morale. When you are doing something so hard all the time and no one's like pushing you and cheering you, it gets tiring. Okay. But if someone's like, wow, go CJ, this is so amazing, keep going, it invigorates you to keep going. We're going to create that type of community. We're going to have practical examples. We're going to have member spotlight, right? To make sure that your stories and your achievements are going to be in there. Right, we're gonna have social media blast in there. So I cannot wait for you guys to come in on the 27th. All you gotta do is type Lua by doc.com, LUABYDOC.com. And it is a Zoom. It's private Zoom. It's not live. You're not going on live or anything. It's a private Zoom because I want to get to know you. Again, this is free. I'm doing it for the first time on Coffee Chat with me, right? So you can enjoy our time together. On Sunday, the 21st, we're going to have another $500 scholarship for our book, Rebel with a Cause. So make sure you come in. There is no catch. You just come in there, be active participant, and get going on your author's journey. Whether you're a repeat, we have a lot of repeats, or whether you are a brand new author, let's get going. Another thing I wanted to remind you is that do some kindness today. Smile to somebody. Say hello, right? Encourage people to be kind. If you have nothing nice to say, keep it to yourself. If you have nothing going on in your life that makes you happy, go outside. Look at the birds. Listen to the ducks. Listen to silence. Go out in nature. Be grateful that you're still breathing. All of the problems that we have boils down to friendships, relationships, money problems, all those. But imagine just for a second, okay, 5 seconds, you don't have those problems. Just sit there. What is the meaning of your life? If you are done today, let's say you expired today, what is the meaning of your life? What have you done for yourself, for your community? You don't have to be in the international arena to make a difference. You could be in your neighborhood helping kids learn English. English is my seventh language. I know how that feels. I volunteer so much in my city that my mayor gave me a key in high school. I love volunteering. I love helping because no one ever helped me. No one ever volunteered to help me. I had to figure it out on my own. But some people come along my way to lift me up, to guide me, to mentor me, to teach me. Even the ones who don't like me, thank you for teaching me how to like myself more. Thank you for teaching me how not to be unkind. Thank you for teaching me that negativity is not the corner I want to be in. Thank you for teaching me that kindness goes a long way. Compassion goes a long way. Thank you for teaching me that talking crap about other people just hurt you more than the other person you're talking about. Thank you for teaching me to show up for my community day in and day out, 24/7. Thank you for teaching me to be kind to myself and to be kind to others. And today I want to challenge you before I end the show. Be kind to yourself. Look at the things that you did good. Look at the things that you're making a difference. Look at the things that you're doing for your family, for your friends, even though they're not saying thank you. Be happy with who you are, with what you're doing. And if you're not happy, get up, do something, okay? Shake it up, sing. I don't care if you're off tune, just do it. Because if that makes you happy for a moment and it puts a smile on your face, then I've done my job to make a difference in your life. Thank you so much for watching today. I love you, and turn that pain into purpose. We love our community. And again, I cannot wait to show you guys, okay, to show you guys the 50 inspirational connections on LinkedIn, sponsored by me, not by LinkedIn. People are like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. It's going to happen. I've already recorded the first 5 yesterday. I cannot wait. It's so amazing. Be kind, smile, dance, sing, eat chocolates. Be a rebel today. I want you to be a rebel today. Like, you don't usually smile and you don't usually say hello to strangers. Challenge yourself to do that. Be a little rebel, right? If your doctor tells you you can't have chocolate, watch me. I'm biting a chocolate. That's what I told my doctor. CJ, you can't have coffee. Hello, kitty. I am enjoying my coffee. Thanks. I'm a rebel with a cause. I know you are too. Love you guys. Tomorrow I have Kinga. Woo, woo, woo. Kinga is going to talk about mastering scalable leadership, proven strategies for building a strong, united community. She turned her pain into purpose. And I cannot wait for you guys to meet her tomorrow. I've seen her, you guys seen her here. But right now, in about 55 minutes, you will see their sister, Susanna. She's also on YouTube and LinkedIn, moving beyond boxes and shine. Let's support her. Let's have a conversation, right? We support each other. Turn that pain into purpose. That's right. We're all in pain. Some are real, some are maybe psychosomatic, but you're still in pain. It's okay. Turn that pain into purpose, guys. Bye, everybody. Mwah. See ya. See ya. See ya. See ya. See ya tomorrow.